Hello everyone from all over the world, this is Nick. In today's video we're going to talk about 5 things that Subnautica 3 could improve on from the original Subnautica. The original Subnautica was an amazing water-based game. It was very ambitious because a lot of water levels in games are infamous for being clunky and difficult and awkward. Games like the original Super Mario Brothers would have water levels. A lot of water levels in Zelda games, most infamously the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. So to make a whole game base where the majority of the game is in water is quite ambitious. And in that regard, as a water-based game, it's very beautiful, atmospheric. It's amazing world that you're in, and the music and the atmosphere is just amazing. And in that regard, I would give it 9 out of 10. I would rank this game very highly. But it's not just a water game, it's also a survival crafting game. And I think that's where Subnautica falls short. When I first was playing Subnautica, I thought this was going to be a massive world. It would take me 300, 400, 500 hours to beat it. And because I've played other survival crafting games that take, right now, Valheim, for example, I've played over 400 hours. I think probably like 800 hours or something. Terraria, same thing, hundreds, not hundreds, like 1,000 hours probably I've played. And I thought Subnautica was going to be the same way. And so that's the first thing I would request for Subnautica 3 to be an improvement over the original, is just a lot more content. Just as the game starts to be really, you get into a groove and you got all this good equipment and you get your base set up, then it's pretty much over. I got about 3/4 of the way through. I got some batteries and some stuff that I got, and I was really excited because these batteries were going to last longer. And by the time I got them, the game's pretty much over. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is I would like there to be an upgrading system similar to Resident Evil 4, where you can upgrade individual components of your system. For example, say the sea moth, for example, you could upgrade the speed, the durability, and it would have bars, similar like an RPG type thing where you could level up your sea moth rather than just finding individual components to add. You could maybe collect crystals and have some type of monetary system. That's not quite as important as the first one, but it's still, I think, important. The other thing, too, the third thing, is to add to the replayability, because once I beat Subnautica, I had no desire to play it again, to have another playthrough, because the world is the same. And that is also one of the other annoying things that I would change, is that I'm not going to add to the 5 things, but the amount of times you have to hydrate. And yeah, you could play not in survival mode, but basically the replayability is not all that great. You play it one time and then you don't really want to play it again. At least that's how it was for me. Other people might be different, but I could see with mods that you would want to play it again, and that would be kind of fun. But just the vanilla game, there's really no replayability to it. And so I would add a new Game Plus mode where you start the game over from the beginning with the equipment that you had from before, and kind of following Terraria and Valheim, where you have randomly procedurally generated worlds, just random worlds where each playthrough is different in the world that you're dealing with. And when you do the new Game Plus, there's new monsters and new challenges and a new story to do. That would be awesome. The fourth thing is, I think Subnautica and its horror element and the scary creatures element peaked way too early. The Reaper Leviathan, you come across it over there, and it's incredibly terrifying. The roar and everything, the look, all of it is scary and terrifying. But after that, there's no other creature that's as good. There's the Ghost Leviathan, which can be scary, but not as scary as the Reaper Leviathan. There's no creature in this game, in my opinion, that's anywhere near as scary as the Reaper Leviathan. So I would have more horror and more scary creatures spread out through the game rather than having it peak early like it did. And then the fifth thing is, as far as I know, the Subnautica devs have been supportive of mods, but I don't know how much support they've had, but I don't think they've been against modding. But to make really modding really accessible and just very easy to do and just really embrace the modding community really well, it's done really well for Terraria. Terraria Relogic has embraced the modding community, and the stuff that they're able to make with mods in the Terraria community is amazing and has extended the lifespan of Terraria by a lot. The same thing with Valheim as well. And I think if the game devs put the control in the hands of the modding community, the potential to have things like to expand the game and make amazing content that the devs would have probably never thought of before is just potential is amazing. To really extend the game and everything. So those are the 5 things I would suggest. Tell me down below. Let me know down below. Let me know down below what 5 things you would want to add to Subnautica 3 to make it better than the original. I know there's below 0, but that is pretty well known for not being as good as the first one. And the first one had plenty of flaws that I mentioned before. But at any rate, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Supposedly, the release of Subnautica 3 is going to be in 2025, and I'm excited. I can't wait to play. It's going to be great. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye, everybody.